And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another game for the Woodstock Centaurs Girls Co-op Ice Hockey Organization. They are home today, playing host to the Fairfield Pegasi. And thank you so much for tuning in on Solu Broadcasting. I am your host, Scotty Bonner, along here with my camera lady, producer, director, and bride, the lovely and talented Miss Michelle by my side, as always. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit later of a start. The puck was supposed to drop at 4 o'clock. Fairfield bus got up here about 15, 20 minutes ago, but it matters not. We're ready to go. And you see Woodstock going through their warm-ups here right in front of you. They're wearing their home white, beautiful sweaters with the blue shoulders all the way down to their fingertips practically. Yellow numbers on the elbows, blue numbers on the back with yellow trim, big blue and white stripe across the middle. Well, not really middle, lower. And blue shorts with yellow and white trim, and white socks with blue and yellow trim. An extremely sharp jersey, an extremely sharp getup. I love the Woodstock getups. They're beautiful. And down at the other end, ladies and gentlemen, the Fairfield Pegasi. They're wearing their black sweaters. The logo across says just say Fairfield on the I think it just says Fairfield in script. Blue numbers on the back with red and white trim. Red and white elbows, red, blue, and white trim on the bottom. Black shorts with red and white trim. Black socks with red, blue, and white trim. So it should be a good one here today. Woodstock looking to bounce back from the 4-0 defeat at the hands of, who did we play, Wilton the other night? It was Wilton. Quite an interesting affair the other night. I thought Woodstock had one of their best periods of the season in the first stanza. It was 0-0, but after that, things didn't go Woodstock's way. They fell 4-0, and Coach Roy has made some changes here today. A little bit of changes in the lineup, a little bit of changes to the defense, a little bit of changes to the offense, and hoping to get the offense going. A couple of shutouts against on the season thus far. So we'll see if the tinkering works. I think it will. And down at the other end, Fairfield coming into the affair. I don't know their record. I'm not good at homework, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure they're probably pretty good. And starting in goal for Woodstock, you see a warming up right down here, right before you. Number 1, the sophomore. The sophomore, there she is, Josie Hatch, getting the start here again today, the sophomore from Stonington High School. And down at the other end, the goaltender. I can't see her number. They don't have numbers on. They do have numbers on the sleeves. Boy, I can't see that far. I'm not sure. We're not. I think it might be Taylor Papa George, but I'm not sure. We'll find out for you. And as soon as we know, you'll know. As soon as you know, we will know. All right, we play 15-minute stanzas here at the high school level. Icing and offsides are in effect. There is delayed offsides, thank the maker. Penalties are for 2 minutes. Or they're for 90 seconds. Well, no, they're 90 seconds, I think. And if it's tied at the end of regulation, there is a sudden death or sudden life overtime, 5-on-5. Great job by Connecticut High School Hockey, keeping it 5-on-5 for 8 minutes. And that's about it. Everything else is relatively the same. The refs have been very lenient on the physical play this year, so God bless the PWHL. Them being allowed to check and fight has certainly affected. It's trickled its way down to college. It's trickled its way down to high school. And someday, ladies and gentlemen, when I'm king of hockey, and I have applied for the position numerous times, one of my first orders of business, once we get the NHL wearing white sweaters at home, will be allowing these young ladies to check just like the boys. But I digress. All right, we're about ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. So pour that sarsaparilla high, top off that sandwich, get your extra horsey sauce going. We like our horsey sauce spicy, just like we like our hockey team. So sit back. Enjoy the affair. Please share the link with anyone you think would enjoy the affair. Anyone can tune in live or anytime later on the Solu, as always. And if this is your first time on the Solu YouTube channel, please like and subscribe to our channel and share it. That helps us grow the brand, as the kids like to say. All right. There's the buzzer. So warm-ups are now over, ladies and gentlemen. It's now officially the best time of day. It's game time. As the ladies gather in the pucks, we'll go over the starting lineups for both organizations and then the national anthem of the United States of America. Then we will drop the puck and get underway. You see tonight's officials right at center ice there. Had a good conversation with the official closest to us that let him know there's a cheeseburger in it for him if things turn out Woodstock's way. All right, we'll turn things over to the PA announcer. Fairfield getting the start, number 21 at center for Fairfield. Ray Kelly, the senior, number 3, starting on defense. Number 11, I don't have that on this roster, Lorelei Lutz. Lorelei Farber, the senior, getting the start on defense. Lauren Fergie, number 13. Taylor Papageorge, the senior, getting the start in between the pipes. Now Woodstock. Summer Discordia getting the start at center, the sophomore. Number 4, the junior, Zaching Biondo. The captain of the organization, Ellery Sampson, getting the start on wing. Mia Auger getting the start on defense. And Sophie Bonner, the sophomore from East Lyme, getting the start on D. And Josie Hatch, the sophomore from Stonington, in between the pipes here today for Woodstock. All right, we're going to turn it over for the national anthem. All right, ladies and gentlemen, all the domesticated stuff is out of the way now. Nothing left to do but drop the puck and play hockey. The Pegasi and the Centaurs getting ready to do battle here for your entertainment purposes here and all around this great Frisbee we call Earth. Really expecting Woodstock to come out flying here today. I'm expecting a very high tempo, very fast start from the Centaurs here, and they should be focused on that. Fairfield had a long bus ride up here, had to be 2.5 hours down from Fairfield in the not so great weather, but they're here safely, so praise God. Happy about that. But Woodstock, you got to think they might be a little sluggish like a wet sponge after a long bus ride, so you want to jump on them very quickly, get the puck in deep, get the forecheckers going to work, and let's get the thing started on the right foot, all right? The ladies break their huddle. Woodstock ready to go here, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a difficult start to the season thus far for the Centaurs. I believe we're 1-5. I don't even know. Well, we got a lot of losses, ladies and gentlemen. Heck yeah, we got a lot of losses. All right. Discordia ready for the face-off. Biondo on left wing. The captain, Sampson, will be on right wing. Number 8 in your scorecard. Bonner and Auger at the blue line. And we see some tinkering early on here. Macy Karate's been moved down to the second line. And second, first, it don't matter. You hop over the board, you're ready to go. And the defensive pairing of Auger and Bonner put together for the first time this year, besides the power play. All right. Pegasi have broken their huddle. We're about ready to get underway here. The ref drops the puck, and we are underway from the Yon Arena here in Pomfret, Connecticut. Auger tried to go right up the middle. That was knocked down. Now Amir will pick the puck back up, gaining the blue line. Dropping it off. Helping out there was Discordia. Couldn't come away with a bouncing puck, and a chance now quickly the other way, but Bonner quickly on it there. Bonner, tight cut there in front of the goalkeeper on the forehand. Off the boards. Nobody home on left wing there, though, for the Centaurs. As they jab at it, the Pegasi will send it back in where Auger will pick it up, and she'll come behind her own net. Auger on the forehand, up for Sampson. Sampson got a piece of it. Couldn't collect the pass, and it goes down for icing. Now the first pass out of the zone, the most important pass, ladies and gentlemen. Woodstock forwards got to spread the rink here today. They got to make the rink bigger. Been a little bit too close to the defense, ladies, for the breakouts and making the rink very small and easy for the other teams to defend. All right, leaning in now is Casey Reyes. She takes the face-off against Avery Cairns. Cairns out there now. That's center ice as Auger comes away with the puck, hard around the boards. Bonner will give chase. Karate will come back down on the backhand. Macy Karate over for Auger. Auger had a little trouble with it. Bouncing puck comes loose for Cairns. Cairns gets to it. Got up ahead now for Karate. Karate sliding it across now and sending it in. There's number 19. That's Grace LaSalle, the senior, wearing Brian Trottier's old number. That pleases the broadcaster. You might say Stevie Y or Joe Sakic, sure, but Stevie Y and Joe Sakic wore number 19 because of Brian Trottier. Quick shot there from the point. The senior Nielsen goes wide. So it's Nielsen and Manfredi now at the blue line for Coach Roy. B. Manfredi. Back the other way quickly comes Fairfield. They'll dump it in and go for a player change. On it now is Nielsen. Nielsen with time behind the net. Surveys the situation. Good first pass there right on the stick. Second pass failed to connect, but good thinking. Here's Fairfield now on the counterattack. Hatch with the first save of the afternoon. Leaning in there was Manfredi, but Fairfield coming away with it. Got it out in front. Picked up now by Paige Hinckley. Hinckley, an excellent 200-foot center lady. Up ahead now for Sherman. Sherman down the left wing. Sherman protecting the puck. Got it in deep. Her friends call her Shermy. Along the boards now. Pinching in, keeping it in there was Manfredi. Good pinch there by B. Sent behind the net now quickly. On it is Hinckley. Hinckley, the senior from East Lyme as well. Back to the point. Auger lets the shot go. Oh, she got a lot on that. A nice stop there. Bonner got to the puck but couldn't get it deep. On the stick now of Amir Auger. Auger lost the handle on it. It's sent all the way down quickly. Picked up now by Hinckley. Hinckley up ahead for Karate. Karate will send it in. Cecilini, I apologize. Olivia Cecilini. Quickly now. Discordia back out there with Biondo. Biondo couldn't keep the puck out. Sampson on it there. Sampson protects the puck and gets it over the blue line. Quickly back to the blue line. Biondo got it loose now. Discordia 2-on-1 with Biondo. Lets the shot go. As Biondo will get to it first. Here's Discordia now. Here's Zachin Biondo behind the net. Had Sampson at the cooker. That's what I like to see. Sampson, big and strong. Get to the cooker. Put your stick down. Make a wide base. And nobody moves you. You know, when you're building a Lego building, you want to build a wide base, you know. The Egyptians or whoever built the pyramids understood that concept. And it's universal, ladies and gentlemen. 11:57 left to go here. A scoreless affair thus far. Still a fantastic opportunity for everybody at home and everybody here at the arena to throw in $5 a man on the first goal. All right, Discordia will lean in to take the draw deep in the Pegasi zone. Won by the Pegasi. Face-offs have been a point of contention. Reyes comes in. Discordia gives her a little bump. Reyes quickly back to her feet. Reyes now protecting the puck back to the blue line. Reyes with it. Reyes to the outside. Good job by Woodstock forcing her outside. Got it in front. hit a skate, didn't get through. Sampson on it quickly. Sampson tried to get it out, right on the stick of the Pegasi defense lady who kept it in. Behind the net now, wanted there Greco. Got it back to the blue line. You've seen some pressure here by the Pegasi. It's knocked loose, and up comes Biondo with it. Ching had it knocked off her stick. Out to center ice, turning on it there, Reyes. Reyes will dump it in. Right on the stick of Nielsen. Nielsen up for Discordia. Again, the first pass on the backhand. Discordia sidesteps the check there, trying to get through the check, can't keep it in. That comes back to the blue line. Up for Gursky. Gursky had a little trouble with it there now, gets it in on the second effort, where Fairfield will quickly collect it there. Puck jostled loose, but poured down over the blue line with speed. Stepping to the outside. Good stick there by Gursky. As cutting in was Forgy. Forgy. Good rush there. Behind the net it goes now quickly. Fairfield on it there. Thiel. Nice move to elude traffic. Got it out in front. The backhand. They score! Mayred Kelly on the backhand as Fairfield got the puck in front, and Kelly got the quick shot away with 10:33 left to go here. In the opening stanza, the Pegasi are on the board. 1-0 is your score. Well, not the start Woodstock was looking for, certainly. When goals being difficult to score this year, letting up an early goal. The girls got to keep the heads up, got to keep the confidence going, got to keep the legs going. Lescault will send it in along the boards. It's quickly sent back out to center, where it hops over the stick of Manfredi. She'll slide it over for Bonner, who tried to send it right up the middle. Karate was cutting him back the other way now quickly. Here comes Fairfield, looking to cut to center ice. Making a move, Manfredi got a piece of it. Reyes couldn't get back to the puck and collected and sent out by Lescault. Reyes can really fly. You got to get the hips going and turned as soon as you see her coming at you. A little bit quicker than that. 10:02 left to go, 10:01. The clock's still running. We are not playing running time. We got to stop that clock. Clock! There we go. I took care of it. All right, 9:53 left to go. Well, somebody owes us 11 seconds. Leaning in is Hinckley to take the draw, 1-0 to Pegasi in the lead. Hinckley wins the draw, collects the puck herself. She'll send it in deep and give chase. Good play by Page right there. That's what you like to see. Get it behind the other team's goal line and go to work. Now it comes around for Bonner. Bonner will keep it in. Behind the net quickly. The Pegasi collect it there. That's Farber. Lorelei Farber couldn't get it out. Bouncing puck. Still loose. In the corner, digging for it there is Cecilini. Farber will come away with it. Over the blue line. We'll send it in. Manfredi will knock that bouncing puck down, collect it. Tried to go wide to Sherman. Sherman was there. That was a good look. Just couldn't get it through. Sent ahead now. Picking up quickly is Kelly. Kelly, the goal scorer thus far. That one rolls to Hatch. She'll cover up and there'll be no further play. 9:12 left to go here in the opening stanzas. 1-0. Pegasi in the early lead. Face off deep in the Woodstock zone to the right of Hatch, or waffle side. Catches conventionally from my perspective. And face-off drop cleanly won by Reyes. Back to the blue line. Shako Sampson's got a piece of it. Cutting in there. Couldn't get the stick loose was Dislinski. Roger will change direction. Lost the handle on it briefly for a moment. It's poked back behind the net and will be retrieved there by Nielsen. Nielsen up the boards for Sampson. Sampson, nice job protecting the puck. And now down the right wing. She comes at 3-on-2 if they hurry. Sampson over for the Discordia. Pulls the trigger. Big stop there. As the goalkeeper, Papa George, closed the wickets there at the last moment. Good rush there by Woodstock, and a nice save by the goalkeeper. Here comes Fairfield now, looking to carry the puck out. They do. Out to the neutral zone, they come with speed. Looking to send the puck across. Thought that might have been offsides. Ref says no. On and now, Auger. Auger behind her own net, hounded from behind. Auger tied up there. That's got to be, there it is, a hooking call coming. So Woodstock will go to the power play. Josie, go to the bench. Up there she goes. Up for Sampson. And the whistle blown. Josie's probably like, I ain't going to the bench. This puck's too close to the goal line. And how about you do your job, Mr. Broadcaster? Let me do mine. I apologize, Josie. You're right. I was a little out of line there. 8:16 left to go. The first power play of the evening. And it belongs to the Centaurs. A huge power play here in the early going. It all starts with the face-off. And Avery Cairns leaning in to take the draw. Deep in the Pegasi zone. Puck stayed there for a moment, ends up in the corner. Pegasi get to it, jostled loose now, Lescault. Lescault got it back out to Bonner. Bonner over for Auger. Auger will let the shot go, deflected on the way through into the corner by Lescault. Karate, he'll get to it there. Karate fails to move the puck, and it's sent back out to center ice. Picking it up quickly now is Auger. Auger over quickly, Cairns, she'll send it right in. Off the boards, almost came back out in front there. And on it now, the Pegasi look to clear it up the boards. Comes off the glass and chipped away to center and all the way down. Where Bonner will give chase. Bonner's got all kinds of time now rounding the net like Bobby Orr. Gaining steam. Up to the blue line, stepping to the outside with the puck. Bonner over the red line. Bonner back to the outside. Bonner still with it. Bonner at the goal line. Bonner circumnavigating now, looking like Magellan. Got the puck in front. Went off a stick. Back out to the blue line and all the way down. Picked up now, Grace Lescault. Will circle the wagons with it. Lescault over now for Auger. Back for Lescault. Lescault with it. Up for Sampson. Sampson down the left wing. Sampson cuts inside. Lets the shot go. Big stop there. The rebound. Looking behind her is the goalkeeper. There was no rebound. A good rush, though, there by Woodstock with 49 seconds remaining on the Lady advantage. 7:05 to go here in the opening stanza. 1-0 Fairfield. Discordia leaning in to take this all-important offensive zone face-off draw. Lost it to Reyes. Biondo, nice job to pounce on the puck and gain possession. Lost the handle on it, sent around by Fairfield, and they send it out to center, just out of the reach of Bonner. Now Bonner and Reyes in a foot race into the corner. Reyes gets there first. Bonner takes the body, takes the puck. Reyes doing battle. Reyes comes away with the puck there. They're digging, they're mucking, they're doing their homework. Discordia sends Reyes flying, no call. Discordia up for Biondo. Biondo back for Discordia. Discordia had to chase it down. There's Reyes again. Here's Discordia now up ahead on the stick of Sampson. Sampson cuts to the inside. At the dot, pulls the trigger. She scores! The captain, Ellery Sampson. Cut back to her right. Let the shot go to her left. It's a power play goal. And Woodstock is on the board. 1-1 is your score. A huge goal there for the Centaurs as they even the affair with 6:27 left to go in the opening stanza. Good breakout passing by the Centaurs. A little choppy at center ice. They recovered. Got the puck to Sampson. Sampson made the nice move to center. And let the shot go quickly, and a big one there. Manfredi at her own blue line trying to go across now. Salisbury. Salisbury off the boards and in. Behind the net, chasing it down now is number 3. That's Mered Kelly. Kelly hounded from behind, coughed it up. Here's Sherman. Sherman centering it in front. Salisbury was cutting to the cooker, and that just failed to click. Salisbury on the back check, breaking it up. That pleases the broadcaster. Comes back to the blue line, chopped out to center ice, and there, turning on it quickly on the back check was Sherman. Good back check by Sophia Sherman. Poking at it there is Hinckley. Lost the handle on it, Manfredi. We'll send it up the right wing boards where it's collected now by Fairfield. Quickly now, Forgy. We'll send it up for Nielsen. Nielsen's got help across, goes D to D to Manfredi. Manfredi had Karate up ahead. She saw her, tried to send it there. And a good job by Fairfield to read that play, but good thinking, though, by Manfredi. See the forwards far away from the defense ladies, making the rink bigger, more difficult to defend. That's good. Sent back out. Oh, could be caught in a player change here. Quickly, Bonner hops on the ice. Out there with Trudeau. Bonner on it now behind the net. Hounded there quickly. Moving up for Karate. Hops over the stick of Karate. Back to the blue line it goes now. Centering it out in front. Dangerously went right through the goal mouth. On it now is Avery Cairns. Cairns wearing Bobby Nystrom's old number 23. You might say Don Mattingly. Chipped in now by Karate. Karate will give chase. First on it there is Greco. Greco behind the net with it with speed. Greco coming out into the neutral zone. Hounded there by Cairns. Stick of honor. Quickly up for... That was Lescault, but hopped over the stick of Lescault. Off the boards, Lescault got a chunk of it there. Now tied up along the boards. They're digging, they're mucking, they're doing their homework. It comes loose, and Fairfield with it. Sending it up. Bonner read that like a fine piece of literature, so dump it in and go chase. Behind the net it goes now. Bonner getting to it there. Got it back out in front dangerously where it's picked up quickly now. Reyes. Reyes stolen away by Biondo. Biondo cuts back in front. Got it in front. Here's a chance now. Pulling the trigger. Then a big stop by Papa George. Where is it? It's behind the net. Back in front. Biondo trying to turn on it. Letting the shot go. That one off a player in front. Still loose. It's sent all the way down for icing. No icing. Icing's been waved off. Clearly the refs want to get to happy hour with the 4 o'clock start. I can't say I blame them. Here's Bonner now, changing direction behind her net, out for Biondo. Good first pass. Great second pass on the stick now of Discordia. Oh, the Woodstock breakout looks like it's starting to fix itself as I knew it would. Biondo giving chase hard around now, Auger. Auger will pop on off the backhand. Comes loose now, Gursky. Gursky will send it in. Quickly now, taken away. Here comes Sampson now on the turnover. Sampson 1-on-3. Couldn't navigate the waters there. Lost the handle on it. It's sent back out to center with Discordia. Got a chunk of it there. Turning on it quickly, Discordia first on it, and she'll send it all the way in. 3:25 left to go here. 1-1 is your score. In the opening stanza, Sherman on the puck now in the corner. Sherman got it down low for Salisbury. Salisbury behind the net. Well, the goaltender lost Salisbury. In front now for Sherman. And that one went off the heel of the stick. Good play by Salisbury to get that in front. Sent all the way down. No icing off the stick of Auger. On it now is Gursky. Gursky on the backhand. We'll send it up now, Sherman. Sherman off the boards. Got it out to center. Can Hinkley get to it? 2-on-1. Oh, no, it would have been a 2-on-2. And she got into it, but a nice play there by the Pegasai defense lady. Here comes Reyes now. Reyes getting the speed going. Reyes looking to get to the outside. Takes a two-handed chop there by Hinkley. Reyes poke checked away. Beautifully timed poke check there by Auger. Here comes Mia Auger now with speed. Out to the neutral zone. Will gain the red line and dump it in. Good play there. Get it in deep. Quickly now, fresh legs. Karate off the bench. Karate makes a big line for the puck and arrives in ill humor. Digging it loose now, Auger. Auger in front now. Cairns lets the shot go. She scores! Avery Cairns came right up the gut. Auger got the puck in the corner, and Cairns let the wrist shot go. 2-1, Woodstock with the lead. That is what you call textbook hockey, ladies and gentlemen. Break it out of your zone. Get it in deep. Well, actually, Auger carried that one out, but she got to the red line. Got it in deep. They won the puck in the corner. Cairns fresh off the bench with fresh legs. Right on her stick. Let the wrist shot go. And Woodstock takes the lead 2-1 with 2:20 left to go here in the opening stanza. That's what we like to see. Sending it in now, Manfredi. Behind the net, giving chase on it quickly. There is Thiel. Thiel will go hard around. Lescault stepped in front of that, got a piece of it. Back now for Nielsen. Nielsen lets the shot go. Flipper stop, Papa George. Still loose, turning on it there and sending it back out to center ice over the stick of Auger, so no icing. And it goes all the way to Josie anyway, so Hatch will cover up at the top of the crease, and there'll be no further play. Just under 2 minutes to go here in the opening stanza. The Centaurs with the lead, 2-1. One on the power play, 1 5-on-5. Cairns, the most recent goal scorer, leaning in to take the draw here against Kelly. Both sticks are tied up there. They're digging at it loose. And Lescault does a nice job to come away with it. Lescault on the backhand. That doesn't go. Came back this way. On it, Kelly. Back to the blue line. Winding. Shooting. Wide on the glove side. As Karate will get to it. Karate over for Lescault. And the back checker picked that up. Good thinking, though. Good thinking. And it's picked up now Manfredi. Manfredi off the back of Lescault. Can't get it out. Picking now, Cairns on the backhand will get it out. A foot race now. Karate trying to get to it. Turned on there by Forgy. And Forgy will send it back in. On now the stick of B. Manfredi. Manfredi on the puck. We'll send it out. Knock down Karate. Karate through the neutral zone down the left wing. Karate cutting to the inside of the blue line. Lost the handle on it for the moment, but chases it down into the corner. Karate now. Behind the net with it. Trying to get it back out in front. Had Discordia cutting. Couldn't connect there. Back to the blue line, kept in Auger. Auger will let the shot go. That one found its way to the goaltender, and it's in. They score! I'm not sure it was deflected on the way in, but it handcuffed the goalkeeper. And Mia Auger from the blue line makes it 3-1 Centaurs. How about that? Well, nothing bad can ever come from a shot on goal, ladies and gentlemen. And with just under a minute left to play here in the opening stanza, the Centaurs increase the lead. 3-1 is your score. It happens. Papa George is a good goaltender. You got to shake it off. You got to have the mind of a dory fish. A dory fish got to have the mind of the memory of Dory if you're a goalie. It's just part of the job. That one rolls to Hatch, and Bonner protects the house there as Hatch will cover up. Crashing to the cooker there was Cameron Greco, the sophomore. All right, faceoff will be to the right of Hatch. 47 seconds left to go here. 3-1 Woodstock with 3 unanswered goals here in the opening frame. Discordia leans in to take the draw, wins the draw to Sampson. Ends up on the stick at the blue line, letting the shot go. Two bodies in front, jostling around. Bonner ties up a lady. Discordia gets it on the stick of Sampson. Sampson now has got Biondo up ahead. Beautiful pass right on the stick of Biondo. At the dot, walking it backhand. She scores! Zaching Biondo! A gorgeous pass from Sampson. You saw Zaching. She was like an air traffic controller through the neutral zone. She pointed at the boards. She cut there. Sampson threaded the needle, put it right on her stick. Biondo to the backhand. And it's 4-1 Centaurs. My! Well, ladies and gentlemen, after careful observation, I would like to say that the tinkering done by Coach Roy has been nothing short of an outstanding success here in the first stanza. Face-off won by Discordia. Over for Bonner. Bonner quickly up for Biondo. And now the Pegasus with it there. Biondo lost the handle on it. Comes to Bonner. Bonner will chop at it. It's along the boards now. And it comes loose with 12 seconds left to go. Back the other way now. Bonner lifting the stick. Nice job on the back check there as Bonner caught up to Kelly. On it now, Auger. Auger will send it hard around. Just 5 seconds left to go. So that's going to do it. By far, the best stanza Woodstock has had in the 25-26 campaign. I knew it was coming. I kept saying it was going to come. And now here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, what we've been waiting for since we started the season. An outstanding period there, but a long way to go. 4-1 is your score. Enjoy your intermission, ladies and gentlemen. The Zamboni's going to come out and do what Zambonis do. So refill that sarsaparilla. Get the horsey sauce topped off on the sandwich. Enjoy your intermission. We'll see you back here for the second period where the Centaurs lead it 4-1. park it down now.
You don't want any of Doritos and Cheetos?
No.
What did the girls eat?
Which obviously had before every game.
Obviously. Yes. And I have a short day because I have a doctor's appointment at 2:15, so I'm not going back.
I ain't going back.
I ain't going back.
Peace out, people. You see no more of me. Trying to get it together, but I thought they could put more.
Oh, I didn't see what dates they were there.
This is the February, and mine's the weekend off. It's a Wednesday. So like, I woke up, somebody's barking, I'm like, what is he barking at? I look at the clock, and it says 7:15. It looked like the lights are there, they look like, I look at the bed, I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, Deb texted me and was like, oh. said that already. C and Nia.
C and Nia, we scored 4.
Oh.
I can't remember. Oh my! And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had a fantastic intermission as the girls have reemerged from the locker room. The Zamboni has done what Zambonis do, ladies and gentlemen. The ice is fresh, the ice is clean, and we are ready to go here as they are back out on the ice. An absolutely fantastic stanza for the Centaurs, their best of the season. 4 unanswered goals from Woodstock after they were down 1-0 early. And the goal scorers Biondo, Sampson, Auger, and I forgot the fourth one. I didn't mark it. I don't remember how the short-term memory isn't what it once was, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of damage done to it at the old dormitories back in the day, but it still seems to be functioning at least 75%. All right, there's the buzzer. The intermission is over. So top off that sarsaparilla, get back into the recliner, get yourself situated. The second period is coming up next. Woodstock girls over with Coach Roy. They got to be thinking, they got to be feeling, they got to have the mentality that this game is 0-0. This Fairfield team's got a lot of young ladies out there that could certainly skate. So one period does not a win make, but certainly much more pleasurable to come out of the locker room up 4-1 than has been, well, recent affairs. All right, looks like the Discordia line getting to start once again. Discordia out there with Sampson and Biondo. The line looked very good to me. Bonner and Auger at the blue line for Coach Roy as we get ready to start the second stanza. Cassidy Reyes leans in to take the draw. We're underway. Quickly now Biondo. Right out the faceoff, stepping to the outside. At the dot, got Discordia behind her, puts the brakes on there. Biondo still with it, got it out. Sampson, the C-button one-timer, and that just missed. Reyes now sending it up along the boards. Kicked at by Bonner and kept in. Sampson will send it in. Sampson will give chase. Chasing it down there is Greco. Taken away by Sampson. Sampson had Biondo for a moment, couldn't get it to her. That's sent up the boards and all the way down, not far enough for icing. Auger will get to it there. Auger under duress from a couple of the Pegasi, behind the net to Bonner. Bonner quickly now with it up for Discordia. Discordia with the puck. Lost the handle on it, knocked aside. There by Cicilline. That's sent all the way down, and will it go for icing? It will. 14-11 left to go here in the second stanza. 4-1 still the score. Woodstock with the lead. Faceoff will be deep in the Fairfield zone to the left of Papa George. Hinckley leaning in to take the draw against Steele. Hinckley, the senior, wins the draw. Right. I guess the refs... Oh, what happened there? The ref dropped the puck, but Fairfield only had 4 skaters, so I guess we'll do it again. All right. Hinckley leans in against Steele. Hinckley, in her feet, lost the handle on it. Out to center ice it goes. Waiting on it there was Manfredi. Manfredi will send it up along the boards. Poke checked away by Cicilline. Leaving it and sending it in was Hinckley right on the stick of Greco. Greco under duress. Got it out to center ice. Picked off by Manfredi. Manfredi waiting for her teammates to get on sides. Just send it in deep. They'll get on sides. Behind the net now. Getting to it there. All the Pegasi. Good forecheck there by Sherman dislodging the puck. Sent up quickly now to Kelly. Kelly over across now, and the Pegasi break through center ice. Stepping to the outside, letting the shot go. Gobbled up like a biscuit on Thanksgiving by the netminder Hatch as she dips it into the gravy. Picks up a couple of kernels of corn, hands it over to the official, says, "Here you go, sir. I have no use for this." The ref takes it from Hatch, and we're ready to drop the puck again to the right of Josie now, her waffle side. Karen's out there now with Karate and Lescault, the offensive unit for Coach Roy. Face-off won by the Pegasi, kept in at the blue line there by Forgy. Behind the net it goes now. Karen's on it there. Karen's lost it to Karate. Lescault on the backhand, got it up to Karen's. Karen's will get it out to center ice. A foot race, deflects out, no out of play. So face-off will come in the neutral zone. 13-12 left to go here in the second stanza. The middle stanza. Shakespeare's favorite stanza, ladies and gentlemen. As Karen's leaning in now, defensive change for Woodstock as Auger and Bonner are back out on the ice. Face-off won by Fairfield. They'll get it in deep. Behind the net, Bonner will give chase. Bonner on it there. Lost the handle on it initially, but managed to get it up to Karate. Karate, first pass doesn't connect. Now it ends up on the stick of Avery Cairns. Cairns Up for Karate. Karate with speed through the neutral zone, trying to step around Farber. Now gets to it. It's got a lady out in front. Carrying the puck behind the net. Still with it, putting the brakes on. On the forehand, the wraparound doesn't go. Bonner kept it in, got the shot away, deflected. They score! I'm not sure if Bonner's going to get credit for it. I think Karate tipped it on the way in. Yes, it's going to be Macy Karate with the goal. Bonner kept it into the blue line, got the shot away under duress, and Karate deflected it just in front of the goalkeeper. 5-1 Centaurs. Oh, nice job there by the Centaurs to keep it in, get the puck towards the net, and Karate deflected it home. 12:42 left to go here. The Centaurs have got to stay up. They can't relax. The scoreboard's irrelevant. Here's Reyes now. Reyes to the outside. Reyes cut back inside, lost the handle on it, went into the corner now. Reyes on it there. Reyes on the forehand, turns away on her backhand now. Walking up the middle, letting the shot go. Missed on the waffle side of Hatch. Off the boards it goes. Woodstock corrals it there, but kept in, letting the shot go. Big stop there by Hatch as it deflected on the way in. That puck took a nosedive as it was deflected on the way in, and Hatch, with the wherewithal and cat-like reflexes there, they get the stick on it. On it now, Auger behind her own net. Auger on the forehand. Auger moving it up now for Lescault. Lescault off the boards to herself. Lescault's got Karate up ahead. Lescault sees Karate just out of the reach. It's picked off there by Greco. Greco in the neutral zone will send it in on the stick of Auger. Auger with a little bit of room now. Right through the neutral zone, trying to knife her way through. Comes loose. Got a chance. Pulls the trigger. That just missed. Karate on it now with the puck in the corner. Karate still with it. Karate for Lescault. Lescault in the corner protecting the puck. He'll send it down low. Picked off there by Thiel. Thiel coming away with it now with speed. Thiel looking to step to the inside. Forced back inside now against. Nice stop there by Hatch. As Discordia was covering back at the blue line. The old defense lady. Back in her day, so she knows how to play defense very naturally and very well. Was there for a long time. Did a really great job while she was there. Discordia leaning in to take the draw. We saw the puck stays there. It comes on the stick now, Gursky. Gursky on the backhand, doesn't get out. On it now. Here's Discordia. Discordia with the puck. Discordia tied up in the corner. Discordia fights through the check. Comes away with it. Tried to get it to Zaching on the backhand. Doesn't get there. Kept in by Fairfield. Now Discordia will recover. Now will send it hard around. Fairfield first on it there. In the corner trying to get out in front. Manfredi steps into the puck there, but carrying the puck behind the net still with it. Got it back to blue line. Bounces around. Biondo got a piece of it. Biondo now on the backhand. Got it, but not out. Puck's got to go out on the forehand. On it now, Gursky. Gursky couldn't get it out. Behind the net now, trying to get it back out in front. Dangerously at the side of net. Woodstock will get it to the blue line, but no further as it's kept in there by Lorelei Farber. The Pegasai with pressure here. Fighting through a check down the left wing. Got it out in front, right through the goal mouth. The captain, Sampson, will recoil with it now. Got Biondo up ahead. Right on the stick of Biondo. Here comes Biondo now, walking it. Pulls the trigger. She scores! Zaching Biondo! A gorgeous feed from Sampson. Yet again, it's deja vu all over again. And Biondo walks in on the breakaway from the blue line in. Buries the biscuit, her second of the afternoon. And it's 6-1 Centaurs. Oh my goodness. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Nothing to celebrate, though. A long way to go. 10:21 left to go here in the second period. 6 unanswered goals by Woodstock. Stepping to the outside with it now is Deslinski. He'll let the shot go. Bonner on it there. Bonner up for Sherman. Hops over the stick of Sherman out to the blue line and sent back in. Into the corner it goes now. Centering attempt off the side of that. Bonner chasing it down there. Couldn't get to it first. Woodstock on it now. Will send it out to center ice. Knocked down and sent back in. Offsides is Fairfield. Who's picking it up now is Lucy Trudeau. Trudeau wearing Brent Sutter's old number 21. Sherman couldn't get it out along the boards. Kept in. Good job there by Greco. Now it's sent back out to center on the stick of Reyes. Reyes can really fly. Reyes through the neutral and poked away, but Fairfield maintains possession as it goes off the boards and quickly on the stick now, Cecilini. Cecilini trying to carry the puck out. Cecilini still with it. Cecilini will send it right up the middle and all the way down. Looks like it's going to go for icing. Icing is the call with 9:25 left to go here in the second stanza. Woodstock with 6 unanswered goals here thus far this afternoon. 6-1 is the lead. You can't get comfortable. You can't relax. You can't think we've got this one. You can't have any of those thoughts. If any of those thoughts start to enter your mind, you've got to reject them and throw them away. Not in the recycling bin, in the real garbage. On it now. Karen's leaning in to take the draw. Karen's in her feet. Good job by Woodstock to get to it. Get it to the blue line, but no further. It's kept in there. And ends up back on the goal line on the stick of Bonner. Bonner with speed. Bonner up for Karate. Sent all the way down. 9:10 left to go there in the second stanza. Six to 1 is the lead. This is nice, though, when this game lets out. It'll be right around dinner time. So, a variety of choices for the ride home. We'll have to make that decision. All right, leaning in now is Thiel against Cairns. Cairns wins the draw. Good face-off win there by Avery. Good D-to-D pass behind the net, and Woodstock coming away with it. Can't get out to the neutral zone as it's deflected and knocked down. And here comes Fairfield now on the counterattack. At the dot, pulling the trigger right at the shoulder of Hatch. And on the stick of Lescault. Lescault up the boards, couldn't connect, came back to Lescault. This is Lescault trying to get it to Karate, now does, and Macy will send it in where Cairns will give chase. Forgy on it there. She'll send it hard around as getting to it first there was Karate. Forgy will change direction, sitting around this way for Kelly. Kelly coming off the boards with it. Reaching for it there was Nielsen, got a piece of it, but quickly now here comes Fairfield through the neutral zone with speed. Looking to step to the inside, poke checked away there. Beautifully timed poke check there by Auger. That comes back to the blue line. The Pegasus keep it in there. Forgy trying to get it down low, goes wide of the goalkeeper. Hatch came back out the other side there, dangerously out in front. Hatch will cover up, and there will be no further play. 8:10 left to go here in the second stanza. And you see Biondo headed back onto the ice. She's got 2 here this afternoon thus far. So she's officially on the Hattie watch, is Ching. You know, if you get a hat trick, you get the name what flavored ice cream you get on the way home. Be that Carvel, Baskin Robbins, or a variety or other, I guess you would say, less national establishments available as well here in the Pomfret area. Bonner doing battle. In the corner, Reyes came away with it. That ends up behind the net. Bonner will recoil. Lost her stick there. Tried to kick it past Reyes. And Discordia will knock it down. Out to the blue line. Pass doesn't connect. Kept in. Here's Reyes now. Reyes with room. Lets the shot go. That hit somebody on the way in. Didn't get through. Ends up in the corner. Woodstock had possession. That's got to get out. In the corner now. Ends up on the stick of Biondo. Biondo doing battle. Discordia. Good puck support. And some of Discordia comes away with it. Tried to connect there with Sampson, who was covered. Picked up now quickly. Forgy hounded there by Discordia. That bounces on the stick of Auger. Quickly up for Biondo. Biondo makes the move at center ice. Here comes Biondo walking in for the hat trick. She scores! Zaching Biondo with the hat trick. Buries the biscuit there. Oh my goodness, I gotta be thinking they're gonna be stopping at Carvel for a Fudgy the Whale cake on the way home here. 7-1 is the score. Biondo with the move at center ice, walked in from there, buries the biscuit, and completes the hat trick with 7:21 left to go here in the second stanza. Who are these ladies and what have they done with the Centaurs? On it now, Cecilini. Cecilini will send it into the corner. Quickly on it first there is Thiel. Thiel will move it around. Doesn't get out as Hinckley sealed off the boards. Now comes back to blue line. Auger winding, shooting, missed on the glove side. Gursky will keep it in. E.V. Gursky lets the shot go off the flipper of Papa George. Sherman will give chase. Picked up now Kelly. Kelly will send it across, trying to connect there with O'Bringer. But just out of her reach, comes back to center ice, knocked down, and back the other way. Hinckley just lost the handle on it there for a moment. She had a step. Hinckley, nice job to recover right on the stick of Sherman. Sherman back for Hinckley. Hinckley chasing it into the corner. Chopped out there, but Sherman does a great job to seal at the wall. Got it in front to Cecilini. Back to Sherman. Lets the shot go off the glove. Back to the blue line. Auger lets the shot go. Seeing eye Canuckler. Back in front. Dangerously goes right through the crease. And away comes Kelly. Kelly now back the other way over the red line. Kelly poke checked away there by Auger, but Kelly staying with it. Kelly on the backhand got it in front. Hatch played it there. I'd like to see Josie just cover that and sent all the way down by Sherman. Now icing is going to be the call with 6:05 left to go here in the second stanza. 7 unanswered goals on the board by Woodstock. 7-1 is your score. All right, so Biondo from Manfredi for the hat trick. Back to the blue line as the Pegasi win the draw. Forgy trying to send it down low. Does get it there. Big stop, Hatch, as Reyes was cutting through on the backhand. Reyes looking to get back to the forehand. Lets the shot go. Hatch makes the big stop. Rebounds to loose. They jab at it. And Trudeau comes away with it. Can't get it out on the first attempt as the Pegasus do a nice job on the back check there to keep it in. Hatch with the save. And there'll be no further rebound. 5:42 left to go here in the second stanza. 7-1, Woodstock in the lead. Woodstock with more goals here this afternoon than they've had all season long. I'm starting to see a little bit of a smile cracking on the face of Coach Roy, and why not? But you got to hide it. You got to always act like something's wrong. We could do better. And I'm sure he's internally elated right now, but a long way to go. We don't want to put the horse before the cart. Or the cart before the horse, depending on where you're from. Here's a chance now. Poke checked away there. Nicely timed poke check there by Nielsen. As they try to come away with it, and Weebles wobbles but doesn't fall down. Comes to center ice. Biondo almost off to the races for number 4, perhaps. And now it's sent out to center ice where the Pegasi will retrieve. D to D they go. They'll send it in all the way down, but they didn't gain the red line, so icing is the call. 5:04 left to go here in the second stanza. 7-1, Woodstock in the commanding lead. You're watching Woodstock hockey here on the Solu Broadcasting Network. We'll be on the road Friday night somewhere. I don't know where. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I don't do any homework. I know we're on the road Friday night. We're home here Saturday. Against who and when, I really have no idea. Hinckley leaning in to take the draw on the offensive zone faceoff. Got it out in front. Back to the blue line where Bonner will retrieve at center ice. Bonner will get to it there and flip it in. On the stick of Farber. Farber on it there. Off the boards, Sherman on the back check. Sherman will get to it. Off the boards now, Luciano. Luciano setting it up quickly now. Thiel hounded by Bonner. Bonner takes the puck. Bonner takes the body. Bonner sent flying there by Thiel. A little bit of cross check there from behind. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Pinching in now is Farber. Farber will keep it in. Behind the net it goes now. Bonner chasing behind the net, putting the brakes on. Good change of direction there. Cleared and out to center. And Fairfield will send it back in with 4:21 left to go. On and now Beauvillier. Beauvillier up for Sherman. Sherman tried to go off the boards, had it taken away now. Kelly down the left wing. Bonner got a chunk of it. Still loose behind the net. Kelly got to it there. Kelly looking to change direction. Got it out in front. Dangerously alive there. Chopping at it right on the stink of Hinckley on the back check, and Page will calmly carry the puck out now. Here comes the senior Hinckley through the neutral zone. The former Seahawk. Down the left wing, sliding it across, but nobody with her. But Hinckley got a piece of it. Now it comes back to the blue line. Bonner chases it and keeps it in. Bonner will send it hard around as fresh legs report now in the form of Macy Karate. Karate on the backhand. Karate carrying the puck, lost the handle on it. In on it there was Cairns, comes to Beauvillier. Beauvillier, nice job to keep it in. As it bounces around there, here's Cairns, got Karate all alone in front. Cairns trying to get it to her there, couldn't do so. Good puck support there as Lascolt came over to get a chunk of it. Lascolt doing battle there. Farber will come away with it. Farber over the stick of Karate as Bonner activates. Bonner will keep it in for Karate. Bonner along the boards. For Karate along the boards. Couldn't keep it in. That's sent all the way down the center. All the way down, but off the stick of Bonner. So a foot race now ensuing into the corner. Bonner getting the stick horizontally to block the pass. And ends up loose behind the net on the stick now of Karate. Karate with time. Karate on the backhand. All the way around. Picked up by Lascolt. Lascolt's got help wide. Lascolt over the logo with center ice on the stick of Karate over the blue line. Karate trying to toe drag. Came back to Karate. Karate still with it. Karate got it down low. That went off a leg. Back now Beauvillier. Beauvillier will let the shot go. Bellevue, excuse me, not Beauvillier. I apologize. Bellevue. I knew it was a French-Canadian name. Bellevue will send it over. Good job there by Bellevue. I apologize. Quickly now, Reyes. Reyes getting the Jets going. Good poke check there by Karate. And then Karate takes the body, sending Reyes flying. That's going to send Karate to the sin bin. 2 minutes for playing hockey too roughly with others. Or will it be? Well, checking is the call, ladies and gentlemen. And she was a boy, therefore she would have been allowed to do it. However, I'm not king of hockey, so she's going to be sitting in the sin bin for checking because she's a girl. Atrocious in 2026, ladies and gentlemen. Atrocious. Not the call, not the ref, the rule. And anyway, what are you going to do? All right, penalty kill here, the first power play of the afternoon now for Fairfield. If they're going to look to make a game of it, they certainly would like to score here. Leaning in is Kelly to take the draw against Discordia. Face-off won by Fairfield, trying to get onto the forehand. Poke checked away by the captain, Sampson. Forgy now off the boards, letting the shot go, doesn't get through. Came right back to her, she'll send it into the corner. On and now in the corner there, that's Kelly. Kelly changing direction. Back to the blue line, Forgy. Forgy's got a cannon, lets the shot go wide. Here's a chance now at the back door. Missed on the glove side. It is a 2-minute power play, not a minute and a half. I apologize. I couldn't remember. Off the shin pad of Discordia and out to center ice. Discordia now on the penalty kill. Doing yeoman's work now. Looking to jostle it loose. Discordia winning the puck in the corner. Discordia fighting through the cross check. Reyes will come over to pick it up. Reyes looking to go. An outlet pass. Good first pass. Poke checked away by Sampson in the neutral zone. And Sampson poke checks it again. Here comes Discordia now. Short-handed down the wing. Cutting in. Trying to pull the trigger. Couldn't get the shot away. The rebound came right back to her all the way down. And it's going to go for icing. Oh, good penalty killing effort there by Sampson and Discordia. Making it very difficult on Fairfield to get things going. 59 seconds left to go in the lady advantage for the Peggy side. 1:14 to go here in the second stanza, 7-1. Woodstock with 7 unanswered. The senior Hinckley leaning in to take the draw. She's the definition of a 200-foot hockey player. Great back checker, great center lady. Can score, can skate. Just a real good hockey player is Paige. Not sent all the way down. Auger will chase it there. Mia Auger wearing Matty Martin's old number 17. Or you might call him Matt Schaefer's billet dad. Here comes Auger now, getting the speed going through the neutral zone. Stepping to the outside, letting the shot go. That one off the leg of Greco. Sent out to center ice and chased down as Hinckley was covering for Auger. So Hinckley will retreat behind her own net. Hinckley dangerously out in front. Nice catch, Hayes. Don't ever do it again. On the stick now, tried to connect with Biondo. Woodstock's got to remember they are short-handed so they can ice the puck. Auger remembered it, sent it all the way down. Biondo now short-handed. Biondo's got 3 already today. Biondo along the boards. Biondo on the forehand. Biondo tried to make the move, lost the handle on it. Hinckley on it there. Hinckley back for Biondo. Biondo looking like a hot knife through butter as she wheels and deals away now behind the goal line. Biondo puts the brakes onto the forehand. Eyes up, heads up, thinking about her next move. We're back to 5-on-5. Drops it off. Auger lets the shot go. Deflected on the way in. On it now, Hinckley. Hinckley will take the hit along the corner, but protect the puck. Dug loose. Karate. Karate couldn't get the shot away. It comes loose and out to the blue line where Biondo was covering. And that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. As the second stanza comes to a close, another outstanding period for Woodstock. Fairfield outshot Woodstock that period 8-5, but the score is 7-1. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Zamboni's going to come out and do what Zambonis do. You enjoy your intermission. Make sure to refill that sarsaparilla. Remember, the third period, the third period is the Funyuns period. So make sure you've got your Funyuns ready to go. All right, we'll see you back here for the start of the final chapter of this unwritten story being unveiled right before your very eyes and ears here on the Solu Broadcasting Network. Woodstock with the lead, 7-1.
Good, thank you.
Thank you, brother. you're not supposed to. Probably doing something he's not supposed to.
Right.
He's got something to do. There's nothing
No,
there.
this is when he was a baby, though. He was.
That's some shot.
Day one. He was the first one to see him.
There's a movie met him. Oh.
Tell him he's crying.
No, my, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had a fantastic intermission. The Zamboni has done what Zambonis do. The girls are back out on the ice. Your sarsaparilla is refilled. You got your bag of Funyuns ready to go. You're back in the recliner. The intermission is over. The third stanza about ready to get underway. Woodstock with the lead 7-1 and one frame of the affair left to play. I am your host, Scotty Bonner, along here with my camera lady, producer, director, and bride, the lovely and talented Miss Michelle behind the lens today. And Woodstock with 7 goals in the first 2 periods. They only had 5 goals thus far on the season. I believe 6 games. I don't know if it was 6 or 7 or 5. I don't know how many games we played. More goals tonight than they've had all season long. And like I said before, they've got to come out here in the third period to score 0-0. Nothing to relax about. Nothing to pat yourself on the back about. You haven't achieved anything yet. Got to come out with the same intensity, the same purpose, the same fire. And just continue to do more of what has been done thus far here this evening. As the ref drops the puck, and Woodstock collects the puck over to Bonner. Bonner, now on the left wing, will gain the red line, will send it in. And it went off the Fairfield bench. So we'll restart here from the neutral zone. Four different goal scorers here for Woodstock. Biondo with the hat trick thus far. Face-off one back to Bonner. She'll fire it around. It corrals all the way off the boards, around by the dot. Hinckley got a piece of it. Back now for Auger. Auger was looking to go over to Bonner, but it was intercepted and sent all the way down. Here's a chance now at the dot. Walking in, pulling the trigger. Hatch the save. The rebound, there shall be none. He's cutting in down the left wing there. I believe that was number 21. Here's Bella Thiel. Can't see the jerseys a little tucked up there. But a nice stop by Hatch nonetheless. Hinckley now taking the face-off against Reyes. Sherman on right wing. Salisbury on left wing. Manfredi and Nielsen at the blue line. Face-off won by Reyes. Back to blue line. Steered aside by Hatch into the protective netting, and we'll do it again. Hinckley against Reyes once again. Reyes won that last one cleanly. Face-off to the right of Hatch. Won by Fairfield. Back to the blue line. Letting the shot go. Made its way to Hatch. Hatch will gobble that one up, and there'll be no rebound. So we'll do it again. A lot of face-offs here in the early going. Just 41 seconds into the third period. Face-off one again by Reyes. Back to the blue line. Hatch will hold on yet again. All right. Forward line will change here for Woodstock as Discordia comes out with Biondo and the captain, Ellery Sampson. Discordia now leaning in against Reyes, who's won 3 straight cleanly. Discordia pushes it forward right on the stick of Sampson. Sampson lost it to Reyes. Reyes getting to it there at the dot, forced wide by Auger. Lost the handle on it by Discordia. On it now, Manfredi. Manfredi softly up, but Biondo and Discordia, a little bit of miscommunication there. Neither went for the puck, but no harm, no foul as it comes away to center ice. That's tracked down there by Greco. Greco behind her own net as Biondo waits for her to emerge at the other side. Biondo took the body. Discordia takes the puck. Discordia lets the shot go. Steered aside by Papa George. And that one knocked down by Biondo. Up for Sampson. Sampson back for Biondo. Biondo off the boards on the backhand. Let the quick shot go. Papa George will cover up as Sampson was at the doorstep there. 13 and a half minutes left to go here in the third and final stanza. 7-1, Woodstock in the lead with 7 unanswered goals, 5 in the opening frame. Scotia leaning in to take the draw. Auger and Bonner now at the blue line for Coach Ray. Wins it back for Auger. Good face-off win there. Auger got the shot away. Coming out to block it there was number 22, Dyslinski. Auger, nice job to keep it in. Got it to Sampson over for Biondo. Biondo on the backhand. Back to the forehand. Pulls the trigger. Not sure if it hit a body or if the netminder made a save. That one off the stick of Auger. Bonner will track it down at center ice and quickly turn it into the offensive zone. Knocked down and turned over now. Here comes Discordia, cutting to the inside, walking in, pulls the trigger, off the butt end is Biondo getting to it first behind the net. Biondo hounded from behind, got it to Discordia. Discordia tried to get it back to Sampson, who is at the cooker, and that just failed to click. Discordia on it in the corner, will take the check and try and keep the puck in deep. They're digging, they're mucking, they're doing their homework in there, but it's Fairfield coming away with it now. Fairfield through the neutral zone will send it in, off the stick of Hatch, ends up behind the net on the stick of Bonner. Bonner hounded there, got it up to Biondo. Biondo over for Discordia. Discordia collects it at center ice. Didn't get it deep though, lost the handle on it, turned over into neutral zone. And that one bounces off the stick of Auger. 12 and a half minutes left to go now. Mia Auger on the backhand will send it hard around for Karate. Karate makes the move, walks off the boards in her own zone, carrying the puck. Here's Karate now, out to the red line. Karate still with the puck. Karate looking to cut to the inside, sliding it over. Lascolt cutting to the cooker there. Somebody lost the mitten. I think it's Lascolt. I'd rather play with no helmet than no glove, but that's just me. Terrified of getting fingers slashed. Face, you'll be all right. Here comes Lascolt now. Lascolt has got Nielsen at the blue line. Faked the pass, kept it for herself. Lascolt off the boards. Lascolt will drop it off for Cairns. Back now, hops over the stick of Nielsen, but she'll recover. Nielsen in her own zone, over for Manfredi. Manfredi down the left wing with the puck over the blue line. Manfredi to the neutral zone, chopped away, and a turnover in the neutral zone as Nielsen coming over to get it. Nielsen will send it off the boards and back out to center ice, collected there for a moment by Lascolt. Quickly on it now, Cairns. Cairns tried to get it to Karate, does get it to Karate. Karate lost the handle on it in the neutral zone, and it's sent all the way back down. That puck's got to get deep. On it now, Nielsen. Nielsen on it there. Nielsen will apply the brakes, turn back to the forehand. Nielsen for Lascolt. Lascolt with it behind her own net. Grace Lascolt, the senior. Carrying the puck out, lost the handle on it. Karate up for Cairns. Cairns will chase it there out to center ice. That's sent back in with under 11 minutes to go now. On it now is Lascolt. Lascolt behind her own net. Lascolt with it. Up the boards for Karate. Karate's got help up. That's Cairns. Karate through the neutral zone. Carrying the puck. Lost the puck. At the blue line. Picked up quickly now. And on it there quickly and sending it back the other way. There is Grace Audette, number 9 in your scorecard. That one jostled loose. Comes loose now. Hinckley. Hinckley over the blue line. Hinckley muscled off the puck there by Greco. Good play by Greco. Greco will make the first pass in the skates. That'll come away to center ice where Bonner will retrieve. Here comes Sophia Bonner now. Bonner getting the Jets going through the neutral zone. Bonner letting the shot go. Big stop. Bonner on the rebound. Jamming at it. And then came loose behind the net. Bonner pulled down. Draws the penalty there. As Bonner, looking like Thornton Mellon, attempting the triple Lindy off the shores of Atlantic City in the late 70s. Sells it to the official in a power play coming for Woodstock. 10-11 left to go here in the third stanza. 7-1 is your score. A face-off deep in the Fairfield zone. Discordia out there, Biondo, Sampson, Audette, and Bonner at the blue line for the power play here for Coach Roy. Woodstock's done a much better job in the face-off dot here this afternoon. And that one is won, but sent back out to center. And all the way down on Hatch. Hatch will play it into the corner for Bonner. Josie telling Bonner, go the length with it. I want an assist. Bonner saying, I'll see what I can do. Here comes Bonner now, carrying the puck up for Biondo. Good first pass on the stick of Biondo. Biondo dropping it to Discordia. Discordia over across Sampson. Sampson lets the shot go. She scores! Ellery Sampson. A beautiful passing play there. Biondo dropped it to Discordia. Discordia saw Sampson down the right wing. Sampson walks in, lets the wrist shot go. 8-1 is the score. Another power play goal for Woodstock. Oh my goodness. You got to like the chemistry on a newly formed line here between Discordia, Biondo, and Sampson. Dare I say Walter White and Jesse Pinkman-esque chemistry on display there. 8-1 is the score. Woodstock 2 for 2 on the power play tonight. I think. I think so. Reyes lost the handle on it. I believe we didn't have a third, right? Okay. Well, my producer letting me know that I'm actually right. Thank you, dear. Thought I was, but I wasn't sure. Into the corner it goes now. Auger doing battle. Auger pulled down from behind. Play allowed to continue. On it there, Hinckley. Hinckley tried to get it up to Cecilini. Did get it up. Cecilini, had Up ahead, Cecilini had her sister Olivia up ahead. Couldn't chop it to her, though. And now Chloe Cecilini, number 7 in your scorecard, doing yeoman's work along the boards. Fairfield will send it in on Hatch. Hatch will calmly steer it off into the corner for Lucy Trudeau. Trudeau now with it. Trudeau rounding the net. Trudeau off the stick of Cecilini, but out to center ice, where it's tracked down there by Forgy. Forgy on it there, will drop it off for Reyes. Reyes can fly. Reyes over the blue line, looking to cut to the inside, letting the shot go. Can a corn there for Hatch. Then there'll be no further play. Josie Hatch, top of the crease. Square to the shooters, looks sharp all afternoon here today. 8:48 left to go here. 8 unanswered goals by Woodstock. They lead it 8-1. Kelly leaning in against Cairns. Cairns done a nice job in the face-off dot. She wins another one. Good job there by Avery. Face-offs are the second most important part of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, goaltending being 1, 2, and 3. Into the corner it goes now. Nielsen will give chase. Fairfield will set up at the blue line. Letting the shot go. That gets right in the A&W there. Lescault, but couldn't get it out. Turning on it, letting the shot go wide on the glove side. Karate will track it there. Karate behind her own net now with the puck. Karate carrying it out. Karate one hands it up for Lescault. Good pass there. That's knocked down by Kelly, but ends up on the stick of Gursky. Gursky will send it out to center. And back behind the net it goes now with 8:10 left to go. Evie Gursky on it there. Gursky behind the net, chased down. Good job of changing direction. Lost the handle on it though, as Fairfield came in for the forecheck. Left it now for Lescault. Grace Lescault behind her own net will carry it out. Lescault with room. Lescault. Woodstock, they got a lot more room than they realized. They're trying to make these 2-foot passes to someone who's covered. Everybody's doing it. Just carry, if nobody's on you, carry the puck till somebody's on you. Get to the red line, dump it in. I know what she's trying to do. It's not a terrible play by any means, but they're going to give it to you. Take it. 7:47 left to go here. Face off deep in the Woodstock zone. Discordia leans in to take the draw against Reyes. Discordia turning on Reyes, wins the draw to herself. Good face-off win there. Good show of strength there by Summer. Really like the attention to detail in the face-off dot here this afternoon. Here's Reyes now trying to knife her way through. Lost the handle on it. Got it back to wraparound. Hatch got the flipper on that. Ends up in the corner, right on the stick, though, of the captain, Sampson. Here comes Ellery Sampson now down the right wing. Sampson powering through, getting the puck in deep. Sampson chasing it down herself. Sampson against Farber. Sampson wins the puck. Still loose now. Farber comes away with it as Biondo goes in for the forecheck. That comes back to the blue line. Pinching in there was Bellevue. Kept in nicely there by Discordia. She was covering for Bellevue. That one sent out to the neutral zone off the stick. If it's not on net, it's going to be icing. Icing happen when the puck go down, bang, before the other guy. My harm come go out. Play stop. Start up all over again. Exactly 7 minutes left to go here in the affair. 8-1, Woodstock in control here this afternoon. Well, Coach Roy has got to be pleased with the tinkering that has gone on here thus far. Leaning in is Hinckley. Hinckley at center ice, along with Salisbury and Sherman. Back for Bonner. Bonner lets the shot go! Big stop, the rebound! It's waved off. Somehow the goal was waved off. Bonner let the shot go. It ended up in the back of the net. Oh my goodness. What does this poor girl got to do to buy a goal? Well, no cheeseburger for you, Mr. Official. I think there's a penalty for interference somewhere in the crease. So it was a delayed penalty on the play as Bonner let the shot go. Found its way to the back of the net. No, there's not even interference. I guess maybe goaltender interference, but not a penalty. I don't know. Either way. Oh, Soph. Bouncing puck at the blue line. Trudeau did a nice job to jostle loose on the back check. Sherman couldn't get it out, though. Poked away by Hinckley. Back to the blue line. Letting the shot go. Hatch! Top of the crease makes the save, and there'll be no rebound. 6:36 left to go here in the affair. Bonner's got to be thinking to myself, I don't know what I did to upset God, but he just won't let me score. On and now Trudeau. Trudeau turning in front of Hatch. Trudeau on the backhand. Trudeau lost the puck there behind the net. On the stick of Karate. Karate moving it up now for Lescault. Lescault got it out to the neutral zone, so offsides. Bonner coming in and poke checking away, but the play was offsides. 6:19 left to go here in the third and final stanza. 8-1 is your score, Woodstock. in control from the drop of the puck. Well, not really. They were down 1-0. I don't think that's actually an accurate assessment in the first period, but in control from that moment on for certain. Fairfield will send it up, knock down Bonner. Bonner will send it back in. And Lescault will give chase. Lescault into the corner now. Reyes first to get it. Reyes looking to get the Jets going, met there by Cairns. Fairfield got the puck out to center ice, but back checking there was Hinkley, as she's done all night. Now letting the shot go. Bonner blocks the shot out high. Comes back to Reyes behind the net. Now on it, there is Cairns. Avery Cairns with a rolling puck to contend with. Lost the handle on it. Comes back for Auger. Rolls dangerously there to Hatch, and Hatch will cover up. 5:47 left to go in the affair, ladies and gentlemen. Now the big question on everyone's mind is, where are we stopping on the way home to get something to eat? I know that's what's on my mind. Don't want to spike the ball at the 10-yard line here, but I am a bit hungry. As my good friend used to say, Monday through Fridays, 12:07 to 3 p.m. Oh, how I miss you, brother. On it now. Auger, nice job to get it up to Sampson. Sampson's got Biondo. Up for Zaching. Biondo lost the handle out of the neutral zone. And Discordia was there for puck support. He'll send it back now for Amir Auger. Auger up for Discordia. That one bounces loose. Biondo trying to get to it. Rolls all the way to the goaltender. Still loose. Discordia gets to the cooker. Chopped on it. She scores! Some of Discordia following the puck to the cooker. And she'll take it. Hey, a goal is a goal no matter what. 9-1 is your score. That's why you always follow the shot. You always get to the cooker, get to the cooker, get to the cooker. And Discordia did just that. Now 9-1 is your score with 5:22 left to go. Unassisted is the call on the goal. Here's Hinkley now. Hinkley over the blue line, had it chopped away. And comes back to the blue line where it's knocked down. Nice play by Cecilini on the back check. Boy, the back checking of Woodstock tonight has been by far that they've been all season long. I really love it. Back checking is a choice, ladies and gentlemen, and Woodstock is certainly selected to do so here this evening. Sent all the way down, no icing. Auger will pick up the puck behind her own net. Pounded there, will turn back. Auger now up the left wing. Good first pass on the stick of Cecilini. She'll deflect it out to center ice, where it's chased down there by Kelly. Kelly off the boards will send it down. Grace Audette will chase it down now behind her own net. The puck rolling on Audette. Audette getting to the puck now behind the net. Audette got it out to Auger. Now it settles down. Audette on it there. Audette cleared but not out. Kept in at the blue line. As it's kept sent back down low. Good job of back checking there by Hinkley. It rolls harmlessly to Hatch, and she'll cover up, and there'll be no further play. 4:16 left to go here in the affair. 9-1 Woodstock. Now, if Woodstock gets one more, they're going to double their goal output for the year. All right, Karen's leaning in to take the draw now. Gursky right behind her. Lescault on left wing. Manfredi on defense with Karate. Face-off one back to the blue line. Winding, shooting. That one went off the heel to stick, and Cairns will come away with it. Back the other way now, Avery Cairns. Looking for Karate. Ends up on the stick of Karate. Down the left wing, leaning in. Had it chopped away. Karate recover. Got it out in front. Lescault lets the shot go. Saved by Papa George. Into the corner it goes now. Fairfield on it there. Nice job by Cairns to jostle loose. Letting the shot go as Karate went off the side of the net. One of the Fairfield players is shaking up there. And see what happened. I was following the puck into the corner, so I hope she's okay. 3:47 left to go here in the affair. Well, the training staff and the coaches out to tend to the young lady, and hopefully she'll be all right and shake it off and not miss a shift. I didn't see what happened. I was following the puck into the corner, and then I noticed that she was down, so hopefully she's okay. Not sure who it was for the Pegasi. All right, looks like she's sitting back up now. Well, back to her feet by a couple of teammates and headed off the ice. So hopefully she's all right. I can't see the number. I'm not sure who it is. So just hope she's okay. All right, 3:47 left to go in the affair. 9-1 Woodstock with the lead. All three lines have been clicking tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We said before the affair, Coach Roy changed the lineup around a little bit. Well, quite a bit. And so far, everything is coming up Millhouse for the Centaurs. All right, so I think we should be about ready to get back underway. The ref blows the whistle. Looks like we are. Escortia will lean in to take the draw deep in the Fairfield zone against Reyes. Offensive zone face-off here for the Centaurs. Another 1-1 by Discordia. Much improved night in the face-off dot here for the Centaurs this afternoon or evening. What time is it? It's like 6 o'clock. We'll call it evening. And that goes behind the net now. On it there is Gursky. Gursky will change direction. He's got Biondo. Good first pass. Biondo had it in her feet a little bit. Couldn't corral it. Now Discordia on the puck in the corner. Plays it into the corner quickly now. Fairfield trying to get out in front. Went off the legs of Manfredi. Came loose in front. Hatch makes a save. Here's Manfredi now. Manfredi puts the brakes on. We'll send it out. That doesn't get out. Off a skate in front and Discordia. We'll get to it there. Some of Discordia will pick up the puck behind her own net and skate it out. Discordia tried to get it up to Biondo, went off a leg and out to center ice, sent back in with 3 minutes left to go in the affair. Evie Gursky turned it over there at the dot as it's knocked down by Reyes. Reyes wheeling and dealing. Reyes looking to pull the trigger. Nice job by Manfredi to get the stick on it, but Reyes staying with it. The wraparound. Hatch denied that. Gursky can't get it out. Onto the blue line it goes now, and Biondo with a burst of speed there. Ching certainly got the jump here tonight, coming back from the knee injury. She seems to be finding her game, certainly tonight. As it's sent in now with 2.5 minutes left to go. Fairfield on it there. Sherman in on the forecheck. Jostled loose there. Nice back check there by Salisbury to break it up. Comes back to Salisbury. Salisbury will send it down low. Salisbury, Sherman, and Hinckley out there now, the forward units. Forward unit back the other way now. Here comes Fairfield through the neutral zone. Nielsen swiping over to get a piece of it. Fairfield staying with it. Carrying the puck, putting the brakes on at the goal line. Never want to carry the puck into the corner. On the backhand, letting the shot go. Nice stop there by Hatch. And there's no further play. If you're a defense lady, a young defense lady, and you see your forward coming down on you and they go to skate the puck into the corner, let them go. Skating the puck into the corner, that's where plays go to die. 1:57 left to go now. Hinckley leans in. Hinckley against Steele. Face-off pushed ahead. Fairfield got to it, got the shot away. Hatch will cover up harmlessly there. Now Woodstock going to get the 2 points on home ice here tonight. Their first home win of the campaign. Look at Sherman trying to get the jump on things. You ain't cheating, you ain't trying. This is New England, people. This is Bill Belichick country still, although Mike Vrabel's the man. Here's Sherman now. Sherman hounded from behind. His man Freddie got a chunk of it to Sherman. Sherman on the backhand. I'd like to see Sherman turn to the forehand and get that out. Off the boards now at the dot, pulling the trigger. That one off the leg of Trudeau. And Salisbury hounded from behind. Salisbury sent flying. And then right back up. Here's Salisbury shaking it off. Trudeau lost the puck at the blue line. That's chopped aside now as Woodstock caught in a player change. Bonner off the bench. Bonner went flying by. Walking in now to the backhand. They score. Bella Thiel with the move at the blue line. Bonner telling Hatch, I owe you a Gatorade for that one. The two are old friends and been playing together for a very, very long time. And Hatch saying, it's no problem, buddy. I forgive you, but I'll take that Gatorade. All right, Lascaux leaning in to take the draw. And it's knocked down at center ice and jostles loose now for Cicilline. Chloe Cicilline lost the handle on it. Bonner will just send it in with 1:05 left to go. And Lascaux with it there. That goes off the leg of Cicilline, right on the stick of Lascaux. Trying to get it back to Olivia Cicilline, who gets it now to Bellevue. Bellevue will send it in and back out to the neutral zone. Bellevue, nice job to knock it down and keep it in. Knock down Cicilline. Cicilline's got help up ahead. Got it there. Off the skate of Lascaux. Lascaux in the corner. 40 seconds left to go here, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Cicilline now. Got it out in front. They jab at it. Still loose. Jabbing at it is Bonner. Bonner still jabbing at it. Still loose. Bonner desperately trying to get it in the goal. Did she score? She scores! I believe it went in. He was pointing that it is. Oh, Bonner wouldn't let up there and gets her first goal of the season and her first high school goal. I believe she's going to get credited for it. And 10-2 is the score. All right. So there it is. Bonner getting off the schneid with her first goal of her high school career. Not exactly a very meaningful one, but, 10-2 nonetheless. That's why they call it clutch. Walking off the boards with it, trying to get it in front. Losing the handle on it, it goes into the corner there with Steele. 10 seconds left to go in the affair. Woodstock doubles their scoring output for the season as they're going to win this one on home ice. All right, there's the buzzer. An impressive performance here tonight by the Centaurs. Just what the doc did as they put 10 up on the scoreboard. Double digits here tonight, a 10-2 victory for the Centaurs. All right, for my camera lady, producer, director, and bride, the lovely and talented Miss Michelle, I've been your host, Scotty Bonner. You've been watching Woodstock Centaurs hockey here in the Solu. We'll be back at it Friday night on the road as they look to make it 2 in a row and continue this hot scoring streak. Your final, once again, from the Yon Arena here in Pomfret, Connecticut, the beautiful campus of the Pomfret Academy here. The Centaurs 10, the Pegasi 2. We'll see you all again Friday night. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And ladies and gentlemen, the sarsaparilla is going to taste better tonight because winning, it's just better than losing. Have a great night, everybody. 10-2 Centaurs with an impressive performance here today.